Okay, so today we're going to learn about systems of equations, and we're going to begin this by talking about graphing systems of equations. So when we solve a system of equations, and let's talk about what a system is. A system of equations is going to be two equations that we have to solve by finding the solution. What is a solution for both of those equations? So we're going to start today, and there's several ways to actually solve these. We're going to start today with the graphing. And the first thing I'm going to show you is how to interpret your answers. So we're also going to graph in a little bit, and I'm going to show you how to do that. But once you get your graph completed, you need to know how to read it. So when you graph a system of equations, which is two equations, you're going to have two lines. Three things can happen. One thing is, and I'll show you, one thing is when you graph, and I'm going to just do a graph right quick. Just something simple. One thing that can happen is that when you make your graph, you have two lines. Let's undo that. Okay, so one thing is that when you graph the two lines, as you see I've done here, one thing that can happen is those two lines can cross. And if those two lines cross, the point or ordered pair where they cross is the solution, because that is a point that's touching both lines. So it would be a solution for both lines or both equations. So in the event that the lines cross, you know that you have one solution. And you're also going to name that solution. And that solution is an ordered pair. And the ordered pair where these two cross, which is this point here, is 3, 8. Remember, the x always comes first and the y comes second. So 3, 8 would be a solution to both of the equations. And so that's what happens when the two lines cross. Okay, so next, the second thing that can happen, and I'm going to erase this. The second thing that can happen when you graph the two lines is it is possible that when you graph the two lines, and I'm just going to always put me some dots so my lines will be straight. So the second thing that can happen is you could graph the two lines, and notice when I graph these two lines, they don't cross. They're actually parallel. And if you graph the two lines and they're parallel, that means they do not touch or cross, and they never will. Parallel lines will never cross. In that case, if they're never going to touch, there is no solution. So you would just write down no solution as your answer to that system of equations, because your graph proves that they do not cross or intersect or touch in any place. Those kind of lines like that, notice if two lines are parallel, they have the same slope. So two lines that are parallel would have the same slope, but obviously if you look where they cross the y-axis, they have different y-intercepts. And you can also look at the equations and sometimes tell that. Okay, so let's look at the third option. And I told you there were three things that could happen when you graph a system of equations. And one is that they cross, and in that case you have one solution, it's the ordered pair. Two, they could be parallel, which means they never cross and there's no solution. Or the third option is sometimes you graph two equations, and when you graph them, they end up being the same line. So when you get done, your graph is really the same line because you graphed two lines, but they were on top of each other. If you graph two lines and they actually are on top of each other, they're the same line, that means they touch everywhere. They touch in every point. So if that happens, you have infinitely many solutions. And we know from earlier solving equations that infinitely many, when we solve those kind of equations, it's when you have identical things. So if you were to have infinitely many solutions, you would actually have the same equation. That would mean you have the same slope, and you would also have the same y-intercept. So that is another possibility. So that is what your graphs are going to look like and how you interpret the answers to those graphs. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to actually solve a problem from scratch. So there are going to be times they're going to give you a system of equations, and I'm going to start off by giving you two equations, and I'm going to write them up here at the top. Y equals 2x plus 4, and y equals 3x minus 1. Okay, if they give you two equations and I ask you to solve that system by graphing, then you're going to graph each equation. When you graph each equation, you'll have two lines, and then we'll just interpret what we can tell from the two lines, from the graph. So let's start with the first equation. The first equation is here, y equals 2x plus 4. So when I start out with that first equation, remember we always start by putting a dot on our y-intercept, 4. The slope is 2, so that's 2 over 1. So go up 2 over 1, up 2 over 1, up 2 over 1. And you can do that as many times as you need to. I usually try to get 4 or 5 dots and then use a ruler. And you all have a ruler in class that you can use. After you do that, use your ruler. And I want to really encourage you to use a ruler, because if your lines are not straight, you may not be able to tell where they cross exactly. Now, notice when I drew my line and connected my dots with a ruler, notice I went past the dots. And I did that because my dots may not represent one of my answers. They could, but they may not. So I always want to go past so that my lines will cross. Okay, let's do the next equation, 3x minus 1. So I'm going to put my first dot on minus 1 or negative 1. My slope is 3, so that's 3 over 1. So up 3. 1, 2, 3 over 1, up 3 over 1, up 3, 1, 2, 3 over 1, up 3 over 1, up 3 over 1. And I always do that until they cross. You don't have to, but I do it because I like to make sure they cross on the exact point. So always be careful with that. Now, when I do these, be very careful, because these are going to cross, but they're barely going to cross. When you connect those lines and you see that they do cross, then you will find that they cross at this point right here. And I'm going to use my highlighter to show you. That's the point where they cross, and so I want to look and see what that ordered pair is. And that ordered pair is 5, 14. 5, 14, and that is my answer. I also want to show you how to check these, because when you graph these, you can check to see if they're correct, and to check to see if they're correct, you can take your answer and plug it in for the x and y to both equations to see if it's actually going to be a solution. So if I check the first equation, I'm going to change colors here. Y equals 2x plus 4. So let's plug in the 5 for x and the 14 for y. So 14 equals 2 times 5 plus 4. We want to see if that's a true statement. 14 equals 10 plus 4, and that is a true statement. 14 equals 10 plus 4 is 14, so that one works. So then I want to try the other equation. Y equals 3x minus 1. And if I take and plug in 5 for x and 14 for y, I get 14 equals 3 times 5 minus 1. So 14 equals, 3 times 5 is 15 minus 1. So 14 equals 14, and that one works too. So anytime you get an answer that's an ordered pair, you can plug it back in, and it has to work in both equations for it to be an answer. And you can plug it back into both equations and see if it works. If it doesn't, then you probably missed it, and you need to go back and see where you missed it. Now, if you get infinitely many or no solution, obviously you cannot plug that back in. But if you get an answer that's an ordered pair, then you can plug that back in and check it to see if you did it correctly. Okay, so you will try some of these to see how to do them. If you have any questions, if you have any problems with the assignment, send me a message on inbox. I'll be glad to help you. If you need me to do another video, if there's something causing you trouble or you need me to work one, just let me know. I'll be happy to do that for you so that you'll be able to do these on Thursday, because we are going to have a grade on Thursday on these. And again, we're going to practice them again today and again tomorrow before that. So just let me know if you have any trouble.